Hey everybody. I was going to explain a little bit about our unique communities here that we've been able to build over the course of the last, 2-3 years, Amanda, I think?
Yeah.
So a little bit of, we've had to send up some memos. People are exchanging properties, selling homes, and things that you don't really expect when you start a new community like this, a whole new way of doing business that nobody really's. There are other businesses that have actually used this type of format, but what I wanted to do with this video is to explain to people who are living in our communities and the communities that we're going to be building in the future. What we've done in the past and how we started this entire project of a community, a tiny home community. And I know I've shared this history before, but let me just share a quick history of how this started and then what's happening and clarify the legalities of this, okay? So when we started the first community, The Forest, Amanda grabbed the phone, we went out there in the woods, I stood there and I said, hey, does anybody want to live in a tiny home community right here in this woods? There's a factory there and there's a factory there and there's a road there, and I'm not hiding anything about the noise, the lights, and we're in a commercial area, right? And I said, I need $6,000, right? And I need 30 people to give me $6,000 in 30 days. We got it immediately. Not only did we get 30 people, we got 30, we got 72 altogether.
Yeah.
And what I said is that $6,000, we're gonna give you 2 years free rent to pay you back for your believing in us as me using that $6,000 not running off to the Caribbean.
Right.
All right?
Right.
So I took the $6,000 and I gave everybody 2 years free rent. Now that's a policy that we used then. It's changed. Sometimes we don't do 2 years, sometimes we do 2 years. We just did it on the Grove. You do not legally own the lot that your house is on.
Right.
All right. It is considered an RV park. You rent the lot. After 2 years, you start paying $200 a month plus water. Okay. We have projected our water at $25 a month is what it has been. What we do is we look at our monthly bill, divide it. It could go up or down, but we have not raised it, even though sometimes it is beyond $25. We haven't raised it.
Right.
So at the event that you have your home on your lot, you were here 2 years, you received 2 years free rent. If you want to sell, now you want to sell your home. All right. And this is a massive compliment to us. Because we have not yet seen, and I'm sure there's probably somebody out there, but from what I've heard and seen, there are people are making money off their homes. There's homes out here now they're almost selling for twice what they paid for them.
Right.
All right, and that's great. That's a good for us, and it shows great resale value. And in the market of all the money managers, they discourage you from buying a tiny home, but not from us, because you can make money, right?
Yes.
Or get your money back. Therefore, this is the process. If you sell your tiny home on your lot and you've signed a lease, our leases are year to year, all right? After your 2 years, then you got your third year, you pay your $200 a month rent.
Right.
I want to sell my home now because I want to move or out there for whatever reason. Your home, right? You sell your home. You own your home, not your lot. All right. Your lot is not transferable to the next buyer. Your lot, if you sell your home, your lease is terminated, right? You're not going to live there anymore. So it goes back to Incredible Properties. That's our lot that we developed. You received 2 years free rent. And not only that, even if you did not receive 2 years free rent, you agreed on what we called the key money or membership money or buy-in membership, whatever it is. It was kind of a deposit to put the infrastructure in. When I developed this type of financing, it was for long-term people to live here. It was say, you're investing in this. And the reason I did that is because if I had gone to a bank and had to borrow the money to develop the entire property, the lot rent would have had to been higher.
Right.
It could have been $500, $600, $700 a month. And then, yeah, we would have had to find people that would have come in here. And believe me, there would have been people come in here. You know, there's a buyer for everything. But I didn't want to do that. My dream is to help you live economically and we can help you. You're helping us. We're building homes and we're selling homes, and you're getting to live in a beautiful community that is evolving and is growing and becoming prettier every year.
Yeah.
So I just want to remind you that when you sell your home, your lot, when you sell it to somebody, the lot is not with the home. You take your home and move it. That's why your home is on wheels. It has a hitch on it. You take your home with you. I actually was going to make community homes, and we still might do this to communities, where your homes can be transferred and pull them, go to Oregon or go to Florida, and then come back to Tennessee. And you maintain the lease at each park if you want.
Right.
Okay, that was my initial dream. So just want to let you know, then the lot comes back to us. Now, let's say somebody buys your home and they want to live there, right, on that lot. Then what they need to do is they need to come to us because we own that lot. And then we will interview them. We will do a background check on them. And then we will charge them a fee that we see fit that we want. And that's between us and the buyer. So yes, we are going to charge a fee for them to come on that lot. That lot is starting all over again. But what we've found is our communities are coveted places to live.
Yes.
All right? It's just like going to Hawaii and trying to rent a piece of retail shop on the beach or in a place that's very sought after, and there's 100 people wanting that one store. Well, what they do is they call it key money. Say, okay, the key money for renting that shop is going to be $50,000, and that's just to have the right to rent, or the privilege to rent that lot, right?
To be there.
So if they don't want to pay it, next, who wants to pay it? That amount of money, of key money, can be anything from $5 to $1 million, right? And that's up to us to charge what we want for anybody coming in these lots. These communities are private property, okay? They're the property of Incredible Properties. The land, the lots, and everything are owned by Incredible Properties. They are not the properties of the leaseholder. The leaseholder is a leaseholder. You just hold the lease to the lot year to year. Now somebody's going to say to me, well, you could evict us. There's been people saying, hey, you can evict us anytime you want. No, I don't want to evict anybody. Just get along and stay here, right? It is for the long term. But the reason I do it year to year, I don't give a 20-year lease. I don't sell a 20-year lease. Like Walmart's, they lease the property for 20, 30, 50 years, right? I'm not doing that. And the reason I did this, there's two reasons. One is to give you the mobility to leave whenever you want. You're not in a lease that you have to break. Something happens. We've already had half a dozen people move out for whatever reason they needed. And it was fine. See ya, because we got a trainload of people waiting to get in here, which is fantastic, right?
Yeah.
Also, it comes to a point where there are, and believe me, I didn't realize this when I started this, but I'm glad I did only year to year, is because there are people that do not want to live well with others. And I'm using my words very choicely. Was it choicely? That's not a good word, is it, Amanda? Yeah. I don't want to offend anybody. Everybody has different mindsets.
Yeah.
They got different ways of thinking about life and everything, right? So some people here are not easy to live with, all right? They're troublemakers. They make the atmosphere go down, the negativity, and we've had some that's been belligerent about things. It's bothered other people. And we try to talk to them. We try to send them emails. We try to work with them, whatever we can do. But that gives me the ability, or us the ability here at Incredible Tiny Homes, Incredible Properties. At the end of that year, we can evaluate and say, you know what? We've went before you time and time again on record, right? And we've seen that it's not working for you here. And you're not happy. If you're not happy and you're going to continually badmouth the community, badmouth the people that live here, and just be a troublemaker, I don't want that. I don't want any waves like that. If you have a gripe, you say it, we try to get it, and if you don't like it, you move. right? That's just the way it is. And I love it because your home, most of it, well, all the homes are on wheels, but some people have built permanent homes here, right? With massive decks, additions. Some of them are too tall to even go down the road. Now you would think that, if you get into a situation where your home is immobile, then it's going to really put you in a place where I just need to live here and be kind and get along and just live beautifully on your gorgeous lot, right? That's the premise of my entire philosophy and what I've started here as a community. So just to reiterate, the money that you put up front did not purchase a lot, and that's distinguished in your lease. In every video that I've ever produced, you do not own your lot. We want you here forever. $200 a month. If you're on the mountain, it's $300 a month. Right? If you sell your home does not go with the lot. The new owners have to come to us to form another contract and a lease, and they have to have a background check, and we have to interview them. We want to make sure that they're not going to be a problem in the future, that we don't have to renew their lease again, right? So just remember, when you're selling your home, you have to make sure that your buyers understand the house doesn't stay there unless they do an interview and they have the key money, whatever that would be for us. People are asking, what's the fee? We don't know. It's really up to us. Different communities, different lots have different value. And we will continue to do this, the life of this community, over and over and over. Okay? So I just want to make sure you guys realize this. If you have any questions, feel free to email them. But there's really, the only answer is exactly what I've told you.
And okay? I just want to make sure that, just touching on the $6,000.
Yeah.
When we first started this, we asked the forest, the beach, and the prairie for $6,000.
Yeah.
Okay. That $6,000 was not key money. That was not a deposit. That was pre-rent. So if you divide that up, you take the $6,000 and you divide it up because you got 2 years free.
Right.
Well, you really just paid for 2 years up front.
Yeah.
And then you didn't have to pay anything for 2 years.
Exactly.
So you divide that up, it was $250 a month is exactly what you paid.
And people
for that $6.
agreed to that.
It's pre-rent.
Yeah.
And they were glad to do it. And it was a great deal. So many people would have done it had they not known this company. It's just it was a great opportunity. So 2 years that you did the pre-rent, you didn't have to pay anything for 2 years. You paid the $6,000 up front, and then the third year, $200 a month. And that's what we're in the middle of right now with the forest. That's come to maturity, and then now they're paying $200 per month.
Yes. So, and I'm going to tell you that there's been some confusion because, believe it or not, we have got several people here that have refused to pay their rent.
Yes.
Can you believe this? $200. So they got 2 years free rent, or not free. We paid them back, right? Because that was our agreement.
Yep.
And then the third year refused to pay $200 a month. So now they are leaving, right? I didn't even evict them. I'm waiting till their end of the year because I don't want to go to court. I don't want to throw them out. I don't want to embarrass them. I'm just like, okay, you know what? Your house will stay here until you leave, right? That's sad. I never expected anything like that when I started this. I have done exactly what I promised I would do. I built a community and charged $200 a month and gave 2 years free rent. That's all I was expected to do. It wasn't to plant flowers, build fences, put a Milligan Mile in. It wasn't any of that. My promise in a dog park, my promise was a community and $200 a month. There have been people said, I promised. I have verbally gave you my dreams of what I want to do with this community, and we're slowly doing that. Just like, the beautiful palm trees that are putting on the beach.
Yeah, we've already got 2 ponds. We've got a dog park. We do have community gardens now that started. So we have a lot of stuff that, the palm trees. There's more palm trees coming. There's Leland cypress trees that's going to be put all around privacy fences, all kinds of different things, new signage, new gravel.
And we didn't have to do any of that.
Exactly.
You know, and legally we didn't have to do any of that. That's what I want to do, and I want to continue doing that throughout the course of these years.
Yeah.
But please, there's really no other way of doing it. This is just the way it is. You don't own the lot. Stay here forever. We want you to stay here forever. Just live here and be happy. That's it. If you sell your home, just sell your home. Let it go. They move it. They pick it up and they haul it out of here. If they want that lot, they have to contact us at Incredible Tiny Homes, Incredible Properties, which is Emily that's handling that. We will interview, we will background, and then there will be a key money, deposit, membership fee, however you would like, to get the right to rent that lot. And just to tell you, it will happen over and over for the life of these communities. When they leave, the process will start again. The same thing. There will not be any more free or 2 years not paying any rent. When that fee is paid, it's paid and they start the rent, right? Now, just to help everybody, I and everybody here on the staff of Incredible Properties have no intention of raising the rent past $200 a month. We don't even have it forecasted in the future. Nothing.
No.
And we've hired Emily as a full-time staff member to take care of you all, which is now her salary, benefits, and everything included in her is coming out of the rent of all the communities to pay for her, which was not a part of the plan when I did this.
Right.
I wanted it to be easy and done. Now that is the same reason why we have this Appfolio to pay the rent. It is to help us keep the costs down. We still have 8 or 10 people that refuse to use our Appfolio. They send a check. When we've asked them, we would help them set their phone or computer up. We'll do anything we can. I think it's $2.50 a processing fee per month to use Appfolio. If we receive checks in the future, they're going to have a check charge, okay? Because it is a cost on this company to physically run that check, to process the check. For our staff, it's out of character, out of sequence. It's just like building these homes on an assembly line. You can't change the location of the windows, the bathroom, the kitchen, or the door, okay? So that's where we're at. This is kind of a video for our folks that live here.
Yes.
A video for the people that want to live on the mountain in Buffalo Creek and any future communities that we build in the future.
Right.
So we want to be automated in the fact, and there's some people say, hey, I don't want my private information on an app like that. I would suggest that you take some sort of other card, right? A prepaid card. Use that number for Appfolio. Put it on the card. Use the Appfolio. The Appfolio will be used for rent. That's just the way it's going to be. Okay, we will not receive any checks for the future of the forest. We have to now up until the end of the year because people will not, they refuse to use the app. So that's why, again, we have a lease that starts, a new lease, and we learn different things, right? We're going to add this Appfolio at the first year. We're already using it, and people are refusing to use it, and that's fine. This is America. Say and do what you want, right? But we want you to use that in the future, and if not, that's why we don't renew leases.
Yeah,
right.
Well, and what you just said is that, you know, this is America. People can do what we want. Well, we're business owners, and we're a tiny home company owner, and we have the right to implement what we want, what we believe in, and what we need to run the company. It's not a board here. There is not
there's not a homeowner association.
There's not an HOA, anything like that.
And that's good because there's not bickering. There's nothing. It's just, it is what it is.
And we give so many freedoms of so many things. We're so lenient on so many things. We all truly.
I got to show you, man. You're just like, look at her, everybody. Oh my God, you're just gorgeous.
Oh my gosh, I'm not. I'm feeling a little bit today. But anyway, I'm just saying that literally 98% of the people want what we want. They want a beautiful community. They want to have everything easier, the processes to be easier, how to pay your payments easier, what's most convenient for you and
Right.
for us. They all want that. Where's the post office going to go? Is it going to be in a central location to be easier for them, easier for us? We want it to be something all together. So
Yeah.
it's not that we're just trying to put out all these rules and this is what you're going to do.
I hate rules.
I hate rules. We hate rules, but you got to have rules to have order.
Mm-hmm.
And the big picture is, one thing I'm excited about. Randy has got a ton. I mean, we're talking a great big ton of river rock that he's donating to the community. Do you know how expensive river rock is?
Oh,
To go and get beautiful river rock is just unbelievable. It's a ton of it at the mountain. He's going to bring it over, let anybody in the communities use it at will. Also pallets, got pallets. So we want to donate
scraps
stuff
of
all the
wood,
time.
building fences, anything you guys want to do.
We have people who want to do projects, Pinterest projects all the time, do stuff to their home all the time. I want to say thank you to the ones who email and call and get approval and ask and say, hey, is this okay? It's like, oh my God, that's okay. But for them to ask and to make sure and that we're all on the same page, that's how you live together in a community.
Exactly.
And get along and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's not that we are trying to say, that we're the teacher and you're the student or any type of dynamic like that. It's like, let's just all just be calm and courtesy. Let's all work together. And that is going to keep the place affordable. And what we're really, really trying to push is affordable does not equal low income. Affordable does not equal trashy. Affordable does not equal you have to do all these rules and all this kind of stuff. We want affordable to equal beautiful. Affordable to equal, beautiful living, good living.
It's going to be different than anybody in the country, and it already is.
So we're really trying to push that along to everybody, and we want to show everybody. And I hope everybody is seeing the vision now of the Grove. We really got a lot of grief from a lot of people about the Grove and stuff. A lot of outsiders that didn't understand, but the Grove people are just fantastic. They have great attitudes. Their privacy fences have went up. They're getting ready to get painted. Gravel, everything, porches being put on, painted houses. And two, people, may not know this. I don't know if we shared this already, but the fire department, Tennessee State, everybody's been all over it. They know about the Grove. They know about everything here, and they love it. Newport loves it. Cott County, everybody's here to help. Randy's going to be on a board, or they want his input. The board wants his input of tiny homes and stuff. I mean, we've been doing it for 9 years. So they're working with us. They're not against us. Cott County is not against us. They've always been pro this. There might be a couple of people that don't understand exactly what's going on, and if they implement some rules to tiny homes, that's great. We're all about that because you need to protect people's properties and things like that. They love what we're doing here. The sheriff's been here. All the state officials and fire protection, EMTs. Everyone's been here. So we're proud of it, and we know that we're probably like a target. All eyes on us kind of thing, whatever. But hey, we're ready for it. Yeah. We're ready for it. So
well, and you saying that, let me say one thing that brought up to your lots.
Yes.
You guys realize that anything you add to your lot that's permanent, fixed to the ground, really, this is not really supposed to be. It's all supposed to be portable. It's supposed to be able to pick up and move. Now, a lot of people are building decks. Decks can be left behind. They can be hauled off. So when somebody builds something that's large, a shed or any kind of structure, they need to come to us because we have the right to say no, right? If we don't want you building and it doesn't look good. Even though we like you and you're our friends, we still need to know what's going on.
And to add to that is that to get permission beforehand, before you do something like that, is not only that we need to know that, we don't want Cott County to come out here and tell you, hey, you have to remove that now.
And they will do it. It's not Cott County. It's actually it's actually FEMA.
FEMA,
okay?
Yes, I'm
so
sorry.
So FEMA will come out here and tell you to tear it down. You have to have, there's certain types of guidelines that we have to go through if you attach anything to the ground. Now the other thing is property tax. And
I'm glad you're touching on that. Yes.
So people are saying there was a couple things people are getting notified that they have to pay property tax. And it is exactly true. You will pay property tax for your tiny home, not the lot.
Not the lot.
For your tiny home that's in Cobb County. They've never had this before. It was initiated because of us.
Brand new.
Because of our YouTube channel.
Yes.
The state of Tennessee has said, hey, whoa, what's going on here? So they're going to initiate. The property assessor was here last year, came and we measured every single house in here.
Yes.
We gave them that information, and now you will be assessed and you will be paying property tax on your tiny home in Cobb County.
And they are saying property tax equals your tiny house. Property tax is not the lot.
Not the land.
Not the land.
It's your house. So you're paying tax on the size of your tiny home.
Correct.
I'm glad about it. Believe it or not,
Sure.
even though I'm a full-blown capitalist and want freedom as we can.
Yes.
But we live in a county that needs money. I personally appeared before the county board and told them that if they were not going to impose a property tax, I was going to do a self-governed property tax, because I feel I want to give back to this community that's been able to give us such a beautiful place to live for an economical cost.
Yes.
Right? We need to give back to make sure that this county is strong and upcoming and growing. That's just my philosophy. You may not agree on that. And again, it is what it is. It's a property tax. So there's no arguing, there's no complaining, and there's no questions. You pay the property tax.
And the money does not go to us.
No, it goes directly to the county.
And
It goes,
they'll give you a...
well, the county is assessing, and it
Yes.
goes. I like it because it's going to this county. It's not going to the state.
Right.
It goes directly to the county.
Which is great.
So, with that said, the property tax, right? There's no differentiating between. It is, you pay it. Done. That's just all there is to it. That's like when you sell your home here. It's done. Your lot does not come with your home. Okay? Never has, never said it would. So make sure when you sell your home that you know that when you sell it, your lease with you is terminated, no longer exists. The people who are purchasing your home, if they choose to live in that home on that lot, they cannot, right? You should not, because we have no control over this. You should not make this agreement with these people assuming that they're going to be able to stay in that house on that lot without an agreement with us.
Right.
Okay, so this is just a forewarning and explaining what we're doing. My perfect dream of this place was you guys come in here, $200 a month, and we live happily ever after. All right? And you want to leave, you pack your house and gone. That's it. And that's really what it is and what it always will be. You sell your house, take it with you. The new people want to come in here, then they negotiate with us with the new lease. Okay?
Right.
I think that explains everything.
I think it does too, yeah.
So, so anyway, I wanted to let you guys know that's how it is, and
I want to
hope
end
this was
on
informative.
a positive note. Just,
Yeah, can we
just
turn
to
that around?
No, don't, you don't have to turn it around.
They're going to look at me while you're talking.
Well, I'm just going to say, just
Okay.
really quick, just tell them what's coming.
What's coming?
Yes.
Ah,
Do we know when, or do we know? Because I know a lot of
the
people like.
15th of August.
Okay.
And I know people think
They
I'm,
like to
another
watch
thing, I'm crazy, right? I'm nuts because the way I started this thing,
Yeah.
we got 80 more palm trees coming
Yes.
from Florida. They're sable palms that are coming on the beach. And they're going to divide the beach from the grove, the beach from the sales lot. And then the other side of those palm trees, we're building a hedge of Leland cypress. Excuse me. Oh my God. I was just,
My Lord.
my God, I'm rude. And it's going to be a tropical oasis. The hedge, the grove is going to have Lelands on both sides. So the people in the forest that live right there across from the grove, man, it's just hanging there, it's a few years, but it's going to have a beautiful hedge of Leland cypresses, dividing the grove from the forest. And we got trees, we got crabapple trees. We just paid for 100 crabapple trees.
They're coming.
That are coming in the grove. We're going to plant them in the fall.
Yes.
And we're going to put them in the prairie. I got the prairie some stuff. I actually have been looking into some big buffalo to put in the prairie and stuff to make it look like a prairie.
Yep.
I've got fencing I'm looking into. That's all coming, and we got 2 private gates that we're coming in, one for the prairie, one for the forest. We have remote control gates and more protection at night.
That's exciting. That's exciting.
So there you got it. Yeah, that's all coming, man. And
So
man, that's
much.
stuff that and people, there have been people that have been mad at me and actually are trying to do whatever they can to discredit me because I have not done what I said I was going to do. And I did. I have dreamed about so many things that I want to do, right? But we're coming through. But it's not something that I have to do. This is not something that I legally have to do to make these communities. I just want to do them. And Lord knows what I'll do. We've had the ladies put fruit trees up, vineyards up, blueberries, all this stuff. I passed 2 ladies this morning. They just planted peach trees. Was it 30 of them or 15 of them?
Oh my God, that's great.
Out here. I said, yeah, I don't care where you plant them. Plant them where you want. I don't care. And I said, well, I just want to tell you, Myrtle put a bunch over here. I want to fill this whole side bank with trees and fruits and all this stuff.
And I just want to add to that, just to get permission first. Only reason being,
Yes.
we don't want you to plant something and then
We're
it
gonna
have to be
dig it
dug up because we don't know what plans of
Well,
what
they
you
put
got
them in a
somewhere.
certain area. So that's
Okay,
fine.
then that's okay.
But I know that we talked earlier. We got like a steep bank. And what I would like to do is have an orchard on that steep bank. I want all the apples and fruit trees and vineyards and all that on that
and
steep
we
bank.
have a big fence getting ready to go up over
So
there.
I just designed this beautiful fence. It's going to be
Yes.
kind of a tan looking fence. It's going to be 12 foot tall and it's going to be across the entire community.
Yeah.
So Industrial Road will not be able to look down in on us anymore.
Yeah.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it tan to the world.
Exciting.
And then I'm going to picture frame it out of wood. And it's
Beautiful.
going to be stained. We're going to put shrubs and vines growing up that fence.
Yeah.
It's going to be very, very pretty. And I want. It's going to be my what do you call it? It's that little eyeliner
exactly,
on it, you know?
Yeah. Now, something I want to ask, and I've not asked you off camera, but the back, the side of the building, like at the end of the beach and the grove.
Yeah.
That right there.
Yeah.
What are your plans?
Okay, we're going to put a fence between the grove and our building, and there's going to be a walkway there.
Okay.
And I'm going to put a couple doors there for access.
Good.
Just in case somebody needs to get out of the grove the opposite way,
Yes.
they can go there and go out.
Okay.
I did that. It'll help in the sound for the guys working in the
Yes.
factory and stuff. So yeah, we're going to
and
put a nice
protect
fence.
for sound for the residents.
That's what I
too.
mean.
Yes, yeah.
That's what I meant.
The last thing that, well, unless you have something else you want to say. The last thing I was going to say, and I just come up with this, but I remember being at Brothers Cove, and what I want to do, I'm going to get with Emily, and I want her to find out all the places around here, Gatlinburg, Asheville, Morrison, everywhere, to get discount tickets for Incredible Properties residents. Or visitors. Like if you're a Airbnb, if you're staying in an Airbnb, we'd like to get you some major discounts at some places.
We can do that.
So I'm going to start trying to plug that, and you feel free to do it too. So if there's a favorite place or restaurant or something, hey, will you give our residents, 10% off, 15% off if they come in here?
Yes.
We will promote that. We want to get as many discounts from Dollywood to anywhere in Asheville, Biltmore, the movies. We can, people can promote going to the movies, TVA and all these different places. Maybe we can get discounts at all these places since we have so many people.
Well, Amanda, you know what and a perk from being here, we've offered to help paint your home, stain your home.
Yes.
We've offered to put skirting around your home.
And to finance.
I've offered to finance. If you don't have the money, we will do it for you, and you can pay us per month if you'd like. We've offered all that for our residents that live here.
Correct.
So those are things, we just don't build a house and say, see you later, right? We're like, hey, what can we do to get your house completed? Get it painted, get it stucco, whatever you want. We'll bid it. If we need to help you finance it, we will. And we can do the labor on it too. And of course, it's like, okay, I need skirting before the winter and you can't afford it. Let us do it.
Yeah.
Right? And we'll take X amount of dollars. We'll work out a budget for you. That's part of what we're doing that was not even included when I first started these communities.
But we want to reward people for being here. We want to give perks, and we want to make sure that you're happy here, and that there's just extra little things that, just for you, just being a great resident and helping other residents and being in a great community and making it work. We want to do these things for everybody.
Yeah, if you can't weed eat your lot, we'll take care of it for you. We'll do that. it's just things that we're evolving into that we care about you guys being here. Like I said, we're not thinking about raising the rent. We're not. Everybody thought, well, Randy's going to get us in for 200, and he's going to crank it up to about 500-600 in about 4 or 5 years, and he's going to kill us all. I don't have it.
He's going to kill us all.
That's not what I have planned.
No.
It's done. We're into our 3rd year. Nothing.
We don't believe
Crickets.
that. We don't believe that.
Yeah. So anyway, I hope this video helps you guys
I think so.
understand our mindset. So I hope you understand how we're running this. I hope it fits how you want to be living here, and we hope that it's something that you guys will benefit in and like, right?
Absolutely.
So,
All right.
yeah. That's it. So I like that. I like it's just like, let's just move on.
Yeah.
Now, let's get living. Let's have some fun. Let's plan for Christmas. You know, let's plan for fall.
Fall. Don't pass up the fall.
I know, the fall of the year, the Christmas. We got football season coming on. We got bonfires coming on. I wanted some outdoor theaters things coming on. Amanda hasn't seen the video I did this morning, and I'm gonna tell her. And she's, if I had a camera, I should. You know what? I'm gonna tell it, and I'm gonna see your facial
I didn't know
expression.
you did a video this
All
morning.
right, so I did a video
Is it
this
already
morning.
posted?
Nope. I did a video this morning, and I told all the guys here this morning that there's 2 parts. The first part she may know about, that I'm gonna come up with a process to where everybody in here can have a tiny home eventually by working here.
Okay,
And
yeah.
there's an
I
evaluation
remember you talking
process.
about that. Yeah.
The second part, I came up last night and I had, I don't know if it was a dream or a desire, but I'm selling my 53 pickup truck. It's been almost 4 years in the making. And I've taken every dime that I had over 4 years, and I've got almost, I hate to say it, I almost got $50,000 in that truck.
Yeah.
And I've saved and saved and saved and saved and got it done. Well, I'm taking that 50,000, if we can get 50 for it, we're going to try to sell it 50, 60, whatever. We got the guys going to sell it for us. I'm going to take that money and I'm going to use it as a pool, and I'm going to buy vehicles with that money for the guys that work here.
Really?
I want to buy the coolest trucks, cars, and we're going to finance these cars for these guys that work here.
That is great.
And I'm using our 53 pickup truck money to do it.
Okay.
So over the last 4 years, all that money now, I got in that thing and I just felt weird that I got guys here that their cars are broke down, their kids are driving in cars that they don't know if they're going to make it across town.
I know, right.
And my buddy Wayne Justice, after meeting him, he buys some of the coolest trucks and cars because he's retired and he studies and he shops, right?
Yeah.
He's going to purchase our vehicles for us.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So as
That's
he purchases
great.
the vehicles, pay him a commission, you know, or whatever. And then the guys, we're going to set up a financing for the guys, and the money will go back into the kitty so we can
Good.
maintain that amount of money in the kitty. And then when another generation of guys or people need a truck and they need to borrow something, they can borrow right from there, no
That's
interest,
great.
nothing, zero, and they can keep a car.
To help them out. That's awesome. That's great.
I thought
Great
you'd get mad at
program.
me for selling my 53, but
I knew that you were going to do that. So I already knew that. So I'm not mad
you knew I was
at
going to sell it.
I knew that you were going to sell it and stuff. I knew that, you know, the reasons and all that kind of stuff. But for you to do it, turn around and do it with that, have a program for the guys, that's
Yep.
really good because we see the guys coming in here. There's some of them that we've been there. You wouldn't think
Yep.
we've been there. We've been there. We've been there to where we were driving, you know, Tom, we were talking about the van. Tom's like, oh, you got to get rid of that van and get rid of all. I got some things. I'm super sentimental.
Yeah.
Randy knows this, and he said, you got to get rid of that van. I said, that van, that got us through a lot of stuff. And your parents bought that van.
Did they?
Yes, they paid $2,500 for that van for us, and didn't say a word about it. Listen, you can say a lot of things about Randy's parents, but they absolutely loved him. They fought like cats and dogs, but they loved you, and in turn, they loved me, and they bought us that van, and we did not have the money, and everybody drove it. Tom drove it, I drove it, Randy drove it, Bryce, Joseph, you name it, everybody drove that van, and we're talking, it was loaded with lumber and tools and materials and stuff, and we're talking, it's a 92 Dodge touring van, So I probably want to keep it and put it in a museum. If we ever have a museum one day, Randy would write on the hood of the van. He'd put numbers and figure out deals and figure out lumber, all kinds of stuff. And if he wasn't writing on the van, he was writing on a piece of wood. So he never was a piece of paper or anything. But we've been there.
Yeah,
we've been there and been in need.
Yeah.
And how many times did it tear up on us? Like, and we'd have to keep it going.
It blew a fuse. Maybe it'd melt. The wires would melt.
It would melt. Yeah, this fuse.
We never could figure out what it was.
Never did figure it out. It's still like that, I guess. But anyway.
I bet people are saying, how come we don't sit next to each other and
I
talk?
know. Why are we not sitting? We're in two different. Come over
Here I am.
here. Yeah, we're in two different places.
Yeah. So.
But anyways, this is a long video, but anyway, it's a lot of good information.
Yeah, we haven't talked like this for a while.
It's been a long time.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I think, I can't. And, a lot of people think when you share your personal feelings like this, they're like, you know what? You guys, people aren't like that. You're putting on. You're like a car salesman. You're just wanting to get more subscribers. You're wanting to, all this stuff.
I mean, we have a business, but that's not why we do it.
I'm selling. So I'm going to come up with a program for the guys that work here so they can have tiny homes. We don't have a retirement fund here.
All right.
And I was already criticized for this program already. It's like, oh my God, I want somebody to work here. I would love for somebody who's 30 years old to be able to if they wanted to, they could actually retire at 45 years old.
Excuse me. Mm-hmm.
Not retire, but they could change up if they go work somewhere else if they don't want to work, or they can work here, keep going. I mean, I don't think anybody's going to leave because it's so much fun to work here.
Listen, it is a lot of fun here. I don't know if, I'm sure the ones who still watch the channel and things like that, but if you saw us last week jumping in the pond, not me, but Randy and the guys that volunteered, and Nicole, because everybody said, is there no girls that jumped in? I said, well, Nicole was there.
Everybody was invited. The girls didn't do it, but Nicole did.
Everybody was invited. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah. So and I don't know the specifics of how this program will go. I picked up 15 years, something like if a guy works here 15 years, a guy or girl, right? Works here for 15 years.
When we say guys, we mean everybody.
I mean everybody.
Yeah.
That they have certain amount of tiny homes, 3 to 5 homes, I don't know. And they're able to either rent them out where they live. If they have some land and over 15 years, they're able to do it. Think about it. And they own these homes outright that's theirs. They could sell them or they could rent them. And if they rent them and you got 5 homes at $600 a month, that's $3,000 a month they got for the rest of their life or even more, right?
Right.
So that's what we want to give to this family of guys and girls that work here, that it's not just you coming in, working and leaving. Now, all we owe them is a paycheck.
That is true.
That's all anybody owes. But I want just how we're built. I want them to do this. And I think that in the long run, we will get more out of we won't get more work. We're efficient and we're able to get what we need out of these people that work here. But we'll get more because I think it'll be a better place to work. I think that the environment and the spirit of working here will be a lighter spirit. I think it's just how I feel. It's just the way I've always done everything in my life. I go with my feeling, I go with my gut. I do what I want to do, Amanda. It's the United States of America. I want to do it.
I agree. Listen, I 100% agree with that. Because we're big on America and the American dream and things like that, and we all are. It's like that's the whole point. What's the point if you're waking up and everybody's telling you what to do and how to be and how to say and how to run your business and how to do whatever? If you want to work for somebody, work for somebody. If you don't want to work for somebody, create your own business.
Right.
And when you create your own business, you create your own rules.
I have never ever told one person, hey, this is what you ought to do with your business. Yeah. You don't need to run your business like this.
Yeah.
I don't care what you do.
Yeah.
I don't care how you build. I don't care what you do with your life.
Yeah.
Another thing is we're bringing all this up. Somebody said, well, how come you're not an equal opportunity employer with minorities, women, all this stuff, right?
Yes, somebody did say that.
I'd hire anybody that comes in here that can perform. We do have, and I didn't want to say this because to us, it's nothing. We don't even see it. We do have African Americans working here. We do have women working here. We have women carpenters here. We do have elderly working here. We have
Yeah.
older people that are working here, and we have really young. We have.
Well, you're the oldest.
I'm the oldest, and we have.
You're the elderly.
And we have several really, really young people working here. We
Yeah.
have handicapped people working here, right?
Yeah.
And they have worked here before. So the reason why there's not more or less, I mean, now we're getting into, okay, we got to have certain percentage of people working and all this stuff. I'm not going to do that. If somebody comes
Oh, my
in,
goodness.
if somebody
Yeah.
comes in and they want a job, I say, you know what can you do?
Exactly.
If we have an opening, perform it, let's go.
Yeah.
We have people here that have been homeless and they've worked here. We've taken them on. So, and I'm never going to get in a big deal with that. I think that is so far out there that it doesn't even register in me about race, about gender. It doesn't even matter to me.
No.
Everybody is welcome and going.
The biggest thing that matters to us is your attitude. Because even Randy,
Yeah.
if there's somebody who is not skilled, I mean, there are jobs you have to be skilled. You have to have basic knowledge or some level of something, and that goes by your pay. Because you have to be judged
Yeah.
on something there. But your attitude will get you, a good attitude will get you way farther than what having
Massive.
a skill.
Yeah.
Because you could be the best carpenter, you could be the best in the world, whether guy, girl, transgender, whatever it is, and you got a bad attitude, you're not going to make it here.
You won't make
You
it.
will not make it
2
here.
days.
You won't make it because
There are no bossies. There are no know-it-alls here.
No.
If you're hot-headed and you're going to tell everybody what to do,
ain't
hit
gonna
the
work.
road, man.
It is not
We are
gonna
here
work.
to work together, and that's what we want our lot people, our homeowners that live here on our lots,
leaseholders.
our leaseholders. That's the way we want you all to get along and help each other and feel privileged that you have the ability, or you've had the opportunity to rent in our community.
Absolutely.
I think it's a privilege to be here at $200 a month. Hey, if you go to North Carolina, over there at Coney Bell and some other ones, they're beautiful places. Are they offering financing to help you fix your house and whatever you need?
I've never heard of it.
And you're paying $500 to $800 a month? I guess that's just what I heard. I don't know, and they may be doing that. But I doubt it. I doubt it because I know business people, and I know people do not do that because that's not how you make money.
Right. And two, we've been under pressure before that people's told us that having to do something and we didn't have the money or we didn't have any way to do it or anything like that.
Yeah.
So that's why we reach out all the time to different people, employees, residents, and everybody to try and help out as much as we can. So
Yeah.
I'm telling you what, I think we are going to be one stunning something. I think there's going to be a big, beautiful write-up one day, nationwide. We've got so much more. I say nationwide that comes out of my mouth, and there's so many things that we could still tell. There's more things that you guys just don't know that's happening.
There's stuff coming.
There's stuff coming, and we are going to be a focus of the country, if not the world, for tiny homes.
Yeah. Oh,
That's just the way it is.
We're already having people from Europe contact us.
Buckle up. Buckle up because we're proud of you guys, and we want you to be proud of us, and we want you to be proud of this community, and we want you to be a part of this community.
Right.
And it's going to be exciting. I mean, one of the things I'm excited about, it might be kind of childish, but I think everybody's going to appreciate it. Trick-or-treating. I want to invite the community to come and trick-or-treat
door to door,
with the
every
kids
house.
This year.
I wanted to do that last year. We needed to
so
get that.
we think it's safe enough to maybe we can get the kids to come in. We'll get a place to park. Maybe we can clear the sales lot. People can come and they'll bring their children and we'll let the kids walk around.
All the communities.
How fun would that be? And
Let's do it.
I would love to have, and we'll have spooky music playing at everybody at different, at Dollywood, at every rock and every bush, she's singing out of it. And we'll have like spooky music and stuff like that.
Aww.
Maybe we can have some volunteers that would guide people and show people around. I'll get with Emily, but we need some volunteers to dress up in character, and walk around the property for these little kids. These little kids are exposed to so much video games and so much stuff that is so technical now. let's just get back to
Yeah.
They're just putting on a costume. They got their bucket and they're running around and getting candy.
I used to use a pillowcase.
From a pillowcase. From an actual person at a house, not a trunk or treat. I don't want that.
230 homes here.
Not a trunk or treat. I want to wear these kids out.
Yes.
I mean, I want them walking.
Running door to door to door
When
to
they
door.
go home, they fall in the living room as
Trick
they
or
walk.
treat.
Trick or treat. And there's the candy for the parents, you know. But anyway, wouldn't that be fun to bring the kids and you all can invite your families? You can bring, but I want kids going door to door to door and know that it's a safe place to trick or treat.
Nice.
Oh, it's going to be fun. I love Halloween. I'm excited about it.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I want to do
I'm
that.
glad you're thinking like that.
Yeah, so the kids are trick or treating. Let's keep that on our minds and stuff, and that would be a lot of fun.
You know, and I paused so she can edit this, okay? So if you want to edit this, you can.
Okay.
But I just wanted to let everybody know that there are people that live here that don't like me for some odd reason, whatever I've said or done. Maybe I've mispromised, or maybe I didn't come through with my promise, or whatever, there's a misunderstanding or whatever there was. And I have tried to do whatever I could to help that. And if there is anybody out there that feels anything feeling disgruntled against me, I would be more than accommodating to meet with you. All right, to help you out and help a relationship out, that we all can live together and be friends. Okay, so whatever that is, I'm willing to say, hey, if you guys want to talk, if you think there's a way of remedying any kind of misunderstanding, there may not be. We may not agree, but maybe we can come to an agreement that we're human beings and we need to live together on the earth together well. I really don't know what some of the things are. It's just, this is just in hearing and passing, but I'm just putting this out here in a public platform.
Okay.
That get a hold of Emily, send an email. If you'd like to meet, let's meet. And let's try to be friends. Let's try to care about each other, okay? And that's where I'm at. Just put that out there, and anybody else, anywhere that we need to do that with.
Okay.
I'm in a position where I have to make some decisions, and probably 100% of my decisions offend people. It is just the way it is. So all that said, I'm just saying we all have to keep living. I'm not going to be stuck in the past. I got to shoot for the stars. I want you to shoot for the stars. And if you all want to have any kind of discussion, and let's shake hands, not talk about anything, but let's just shake hands, let's embrace and say, hey, let's be brothers and sisters together, and let's get to the end of this life together. All right? So I just put that out there. But
okay.
But I paused so you could edit it.
Okay.
And we'll pause again.
Does that mean you're my brother and I'm your sister? No, I'm not getting along with you. Aw.
Why?
Well, I don't know. Maybe, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll try it.
How come?
Okay. You buy me a Pepsi today?
No. No, you're losing all your weight.
I know,
You're looking good. You don't need a Pepsi.
I've been craving a Pepsi, but I'm not going to get one.
Everybody's like, where'd she get that curly hair?
It's a story. I can't tell it right now.
No.
Well, I'm going to tell
No.
you. Well, I want to tell you this. I'm not going to tell anything about that, but I want to. Well, we don't want to say that about YouTube yet. I'll edit that out. Never mind. I can't tell it yet.
Okay.
About the memberships. We don't want to say that yet. No. Okay. Never mind. I got to edit that. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Well.
Pause.
Yep. And.
We're to do that every time. Every single time. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a gentleman that come in here. And,
a gentleman.
And he sat across from the table from us, and first thing he did, he went, Manda, you are so pretty. Your skin is so smooth.
He did say that.
Yeah.
He did.
Well, everybody does.
Aw.
Yeah, he said it out loud.
Well, everybody's nice to me. They're really nice to
Yeah.
me. Everybody.
You're the queen of ITH.
James says that every morning. I come through and he says, "Hey, queen."
Hey, queen.
He's so funny. He cracks me up. I love James, but I love all the guys. We got such a great group here, but everybody's super nice to me. Everybody knew that I had some struggles with my weight and with oh my God, when I got sick with COVID, and I had some lasting things that happened with that and all that. So everybody has been unbelievably kind to me, and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, really nice. It really helped me. It's helped me a lot. So
Good. All right. Well, we're gonna end it.
well, we're gonna end it. Ready?
End the video.
End it. All right, we're gonna go. But thank you. Well, I don't know. We don't want them to share this video, do we?
No. This video will self-destruct.
No. Like Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be great.
Dun, dun, dun,
Dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
The new one's
dun,
out, and I've
dun,
not seen
dun.
it yet, so be sure. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, like us, and also I want to say, hold on.
Yeah.
We've almost got 177,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
We're gonna hit 200,000.
I hope we do. That's so cool.
Oh my gosh! And there's more stuff that we need to tell you, but we can't tell you in this video because this is rambled on too long.
Yeah, way too long.
But they're way too long and wore out. But there is more stuff that's coming, stuff that we're going to announce, and it's really exciting. So we can't wait to see what you think about it. Be kind to Emily. Everybody's been really nice to Emily, but continue that, please.
Yes.
Because it's not easy to take care of 200 and plus people in everything that's going on, especially when new leases are going out and new things are happening and all this new stuff. So she's getting a lot of information because she wasn't here before. Mm-hmm. So she's having to go back and ask questions like, did this person do this and did this? And we're like, oh yeah, they did this and all that stuff. And she said, well, I didn't know that. So she's like, so she's trying to play catch up, but she's doing a great job. So great job, Emily. And great job to everybody here at ITH. We need to have a separate video kind of talking about all that one day as well, but not today.
Not today.
Not today. All right, thank you guys.
All right, I'm gonna hit.
Who's gonna turn it off?
I gotta go around.
Okay.
Say.
You gotta go around. All right.